Hello there, my name is Lurdsy, and today I'm going to be talking about some of my first Destiny guns. Now, in my first video, I talked about the very first prop I made, which was the long sword Oblivion from Monster Hunter. Now, I'm going to talk about the first gun prop I've made from Destiny. It was a Destiny 1 gun. I believe it was a recolor or the basic color of the Duke hand cannon. And this is what I came up with. I was using in-game images from the game. I don't believe I had this hand cannon. I think I was looking online for it, for other people's things. And it's very simple. The hammer actually fell off on this one. However, it's huge. Like, I know hand cannons are big, and on my little chart here, this thing comes out to be about 15 inches there. A little bit shorter than 15. The barrel kind of pulls out. But the handle and everything is just not to scale. Now, I've done this better because I have done a couple other guns that use the Duke's model, but more updated for other versions. And I want to show some comparisons from this, my first Destiny prop, which is made out of EVA foam mats. I used some form of resin Bondo on the outside, which I don't like anymore. I was just testing out at the time. But this one is the very first foam, like EVA foam prop gun that I made. The very first prop I made in general was that spray foam sword, but in terms of EVA foam, this was it. Alright, so moving on to the second prop that I've made. It uses a similar model to the Duke, and it is the Imago loop from Destiny 1's, I believe it was one of the Vex strikes with the giant Hydra at the end. And this one, it's smaller. I believe I used the same template but shrunk it so I could, actually hold it properly, and it feels nice. The silverish paint that it had actually has more of a blue tint in the game, but I didn't know how to do that as of, making this. And it has some cool detail paint things that I didn't know how to do on the Duke, or the Duke just didn't have. This one I feel is like my favorite version so far of this hand cannon. I want to go back and remake another one that's similar to this, and I think I actually have plans for next season of Destiny 2 to make something, and I'm going to show you guys how to make that. But yeah, there's this hand cannon. Alright, so the third hand cannon that I've made was actually quite a ways away from these ones. Destiny 2 came out, and, well, actually it was before it came out. It was announced, there was the beta, we had some exotics to play around with, and I wanted to make an entire costume for SAC Anime because it came, SAC Anime happened 2 days before Destiny 2 launched. So I had made myself some hunter swordfight armor from the Crucible, and I made myself the Sunshot. The Sunshot is, I believe, the only complete exotic I've made from Destiny. I would love to make more, and I'm planning on a couple little things I'm hopefully going to be able to show you guys. But this one, I loved this hand cannon walking around. It's got a very basic paint job. It doesn't have like the burn marks and stuff on it from the solar energy coming out, or it doesn't even have like the little red dots on the cylinder. But I tried to get as much detail on this as possible with the skill that I had at the time. So here's the Sunshot. And a funny little thing about this is, actually no, that's fine. The next gun from Destiny that I'm going to be talking about is one that I started implementing more techniques that I learned about, saw, and was kind of taught through videos online and other cosplayers. And I decided, as a little beginner thing, I would make the Traveler's hand cannon, or not hand cannon, the sidearm that you get at the beginning of Destiny 2. It's small. It's got all these like little detail lines in it. And it was basic, and I wanted to try out making these incisions and using the heat gun on it. This is one of a couple props that I haven't actually painted or, completed yet, but I like this one. This one actually feels to me like the most accurate sized pistol that I've made from Destiny. And yeah, really like that one. Now, this next gun, I was originally going to make it the Luna's Howl from Destiny 2. But upon further inspection, I noticed that the Luna's Howl is actually just the Lord High Fixer from Destiny 1. So I coated it and painted it to make it look like the Lord High Fixer. Got all the shine on it and the barrel. This one is my most completed gun out of all of these. As you can see, it actually uses a similar model to the Duke and the Imago loop. But of course, it's different in its own sense. It's got its own little attachments, different than the others, and it's a very different color. This one I did shrink down even more because I wanted to have that sort of grip on it, that one-fisted grip, even though hand cannons is supposed to have like the two-fisted grip. But yeah, that one I think is my most completed gun that I've made so far. And for this final gun that I'm going to be talking about in this video, it's an incomplete gun because I didn't paint it or seal it or anything like that. But I tried to figure out the exact scaling for this and go through all the models and make it one of the more advanced guns that I made. But even though I did so much work on it, I'm still not too happy with it. But I figured I'd show you guys anyway for my whole, start, all the way through all these other versions of guns that I've made and how more advanced and detailed they are as they go through. And this is the Hawk Moon that I decided I was going to make. It's way bigger than all of these, and I was trying to look at other people's versions, and this one is getting up there close to about 19 inches. I even had to modify the handle a bit so that I could hold it properly because it was way too big. But as I was making this, I wasn't feeling it. Like parts that I was just scrapping together to try and make it look like it was. I am pretty proud of some of the mechanisms I did. Even though this is a foam gun, I put stuff in like the trigger pull here. It's got 2 nuts and a spring that are holding it in place. And then the cylinder actually pushes out. And I can just like... Of course you're not going to come out. This will pop out, and then you can actually take the cartridge out of the Hawkmoon. And that's that. So these are all of the guns, or most of the guns. I actually have another one that I have a video planned for you guys. But for now, this is an intro to some of my Destiny cosplay. And the progress of beginning up here and then going down the line and getting more advanced and detailed and showing more skill with the material and the tools that I have. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.